Now going to question 17, we always start with the prompt, and here the prompt is telling us that this is a grammar question. So let's read for grammar. This footballer invented one of the world's most popular toys. In the 70s, he came up with the idea for the Nerf football, which was a smaller foam version of the harder and heavier regulation football. So there are a couple things going on here. First of all, we need to know what we're talking about so that we can decide versus singular and plural. And what we're talking about is the Nerf football. That football was, in my words, a smaller version. Now, of course, we don't have was in any of these choices, but we have to be in the singular. So we can get rid of all the plural answer choices. So we kind of already know what the answer is going to be here. It's going to be D. But there's one more important thing I want you to know about, which is that there are 6 reasons for a comma. 3 of them are more grammatical in nature. If you have a modifier, for instance, needing shoes, comma, before you start the independent clause, you need a comma there. Needing shoes, comma, John went to the mall. A dependent clause followed by an independent clause. Since John needed shoes, comma, he went to the mall. 2 independents would get a comma fanboys in between. John went to the mall, comma, and he bought shoes. A list, the items in a list get separated by commas. A quotation will need a comma if the quote is its own sentence. If not, then no commas for the quotation. And last but not least, a description following a description. It was a dark, stormy night. You'd have a comma between dark and stormy. So 2 adjectives in a row there. And that's actually what we're seeing here. This is a smaller foam version of the harder and heavier regulation football. So just a little insight to understand why you do need a comma there. If you're an expert on the 6 reasons for a comma, you have a major advantage compared to other students taking the SAT. So the answer here is D.